Hi my friends, welcome to another video. This is a series that I am starting, and right now the name that we have decided on is Fridays with Us. Fridays with Us is going to be hopefully a series that we continue. We meaning me and another family member. Most of the time it's going to be my husband, but sometimes it'll be other family members. So we're gonna start that. I don't know if we're gonna do it once a month, twice a month. Once a week is gonna be too much because there's only so much we can talk about. So so today I have a special guest with me, and we're just gonna do, this is gonna be our introduction video. A lot of you guys have heard him in several of my videos before. He's usually in the background talking or cooking. So would you like to give us your name?
Tech support. That's what I'm in the background doing. My name's Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Hi.
And who are you to me?
I am your significant other, aka husband.
Yep. And how old are you?
Do I have to tell everybody?
Yes. You can lie. They'll never know.
Oh.
Go ahead. They know how old I am.
Just turned 59.
59.
Good Lord. 60's coming.
Can you believe that?
No.
No, seriously, doesn't that seem weird? Like, do you feel like you're 59?
No.
Like, if you had to put an age, on yourself, like, honestly, what age do you think?
35.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I'm 54.
It's just a number.
Especially when I'm listening to music. And I know, like, Brennan and Kelsey, they always talk about the 80s, because that was, like, our favorite music.
Best music ever.
Best music ever. They're like, yeah, that was like 40 years ago. And I'm like, what? Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe, isn't it?
Just the other day.
I mean, when you look at yourself in the mirror, are you like, I look old? Or do you...
Sometimes.
Yeah, but you don't feel old, right?
Sometimes.
When your back hurts or your knees hurt? When you've been working on your car all day?
Aches and pains, and yeah, sometimes.
I fixed your car today.
Finally.
Everybody knows about your darn car on the freeway, and then what happened to it. So you finally fixed it today. It's up and running.
Woo-hoo. Just took it to the store to make sure it was all good, and got a Dr. Pepper.
Did you hear that?
The sound of refreshment.
He literally got a Dr. Pepper.
Bunch of influencers in your neighborhood.
Oh, Lordy. I'm wearing Care Bear socks. And he's drinking a Dr. Pepper. I don't know what's going on in our house. Okay, so, Adam.
Yeah.
What do you do for work, and how long have you been doing it for?
Well, I'm a parts specialist. I've been doing automotive related parts since 1990.
What? No, you... What?
Actually, no, you're right. Before that, jeez, like 1986, 1985.
Yeah, because you worked at Shucks?
Al's Auto
Al's.
Supply.
You worked at... I always get those confused.
Neither one are around anymore.
I know that wasn't your first job, but definitely in 86, you were working at Al's Auto Supply in Ballard.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What was your first job, by the way, just before we get back to what we were talking about? Where was your very first job?
I worked at Jiffy Lube.
That's right.
I always liked cars and messing with cars, but I just decided I didn't want to do that for a living. So being on the parts end of things, you get close and in depth with all kinds of vehicles, and you don't have to break your back or your knuckles or.
Yeah, you didn't want to ruin your hands and your back.
No. See, a parts specialist forever, my whole life.
So, for those of us who don't know what that means, what is a parts specialist? Because it, like, if I didn't know you and what you do, I would be like, what do you know what I mean? Like, I would think you worked at Napa or something.
No.
And had some catalog, or I don't know. So, what is a parts specialist? Tell us what it is.
Ooh, that'd be fun though.
What?
NASA's
Napa.
NASA space.
No, Napa. Napa, not NASA. Napa.
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 You know what that stands for, right?
What?
Never any parts available.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
I currently look up, procure, and provide parts from everything from police cars, Ford Explorers, all the way up to 60-foot aerial lift equipment for city light, and everything in between. Big, small, garbage trucks, cars, trucks, caterpillars, sweepers, you name it. Quite the variety.
Yeah. Some of the things you tell me, I'm like, oh my God, like how, I would never think of some of the stuff that you tell me that you looked up. You brought, or you had those brushes from the
Sweeper.
Yeah. And the goats love that. The goats love the brush.
Everything from meter maid carts to sweepers. Everything in between.
Yeah, and you are an essential worker, which means what?
Well, started with the COVID, when they did the lockdowns and people had to stay home and couldn't go to work, couldn't go to school, all that jazz. Yours truly still had to go to work and provide his talents and services to keep essential services going. Just because there's a pandemic going on, there's still things that need to happen, like your power, your water.
Right, and you're responsible for keeping all those vehicles going technically because of the parts. So the mechanics come to you and say, this is what I need, and then
and then I procure it.
Right. You find it and supply it for them. And tell us about your winters. When it's we're coming into winter, so tell us how that goes at your job.
Winter could be the smell of money, because when it snows, all the plows and snow clearing equipment needs to be ready to go. The roads need to be cleared, and there's times when I get the opportunity to work 18 hours straight.
Yeah.
So I work my regular shift, and then I get paid basically double for the second half of the shift.
Yeah.
So basically the shop runs 24/7 until the job is done.
Right, and there's been times where you have done those really long shifts, but you have also worked, I don't know, 13, 14 days in a row.
Yeah, I think it was 13.
And then what did they do? Just shut you down, or was it you weren't needed, or you just said I'm too tired, or what?
Usually what we'll do is, fortunately here in the greater Seattle area, the snow typically doesn't hang around, so once the weatherman essentially says, oh, you know, our chances of snow have diminished or gone, then we'll go back to our regular shifts.
Yeah, but I mean, like, sometimes the weatherman says it's going to snow. Literally,
Yeah.
he'll just say it's going to snow and it's 40 degrees and you guys are on call. Like,
We're on call, yeah.
you're just like there, like.
But when I get the call, I gotta head in and do my thing.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. You keep the city running and the roads clear and all that kind of stuff. Do you like what you do?
Yeah, that's a satisfying job. Great benefits.
That's really nice to have something that you love to do, though.
And with all the different types of equipment, you know, you're always seeing something new, some huge piece of something, Caterpillar or Peterbilt or whatever. And you're just like, wow.
Yeah, every time I've ever been to your work, I was like, what is that thing?
What is it and where do I find parts for it?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I can't remember if you sent me a picture or if I actually came to your work and there were 30 cop cars or something like that. Explorers just like waiting for something to be done to them. And that was pretty crazy. And then I remember Brennan and I came in one time and you had that huge cat. That was the largest caterpillar I've ever seen.
624K.
It was massive. Just to see these massive pieces of machinery, it's pretty crazy that people, you know, can work on them and stuff like that. Do they have special lifts there that like because like how do you? Okay.
They have your standard shop lift that you'd find in any garage bay, and then they have end ground lifts that have I don't know what the capacity is, but it's ridiculous. And they also have portable lifts, which are cool. It's a great big tower looking contraption.
It moves around?
No, they're portable.
Well,
they're like a tower on wheels, so they'll roll them.
Oh, okay.
They roll them, and it's got like an arm that goes around the tire of the truck. And they basically put one of these lifts on each wheel, and with the push of a button, they all go up simultaneously at the same rate.
That's crazy.
So you've got, 36,000 pounds up in the air.
No, and
everything on, you'd say the Peterbilts, like the Vector trucks that keep the drains clear and vacuum up leaves and stuff. They're 60 feet long.
Yeah, our son drives those. He can drive those. He's got those at his work too. It's kind of cool because you and Brendan have such similar. Well, you don't. He's not. I mean, he's public works, but it's cool that you guys both work for cities, different cities. And our daughter also works for a city. So all three of you guys.
Yeah. Once I discovered how great it was, just the benefits and pay alone, and once you establish yourself with a city, say you move somewhere,
yeah,
you can pick up another city job because that's what they want. New people that know how to do the job.
Yeah, job security. Very cool. So
yes.
So we're talking now. 1986 was when you first started, like with cars, that type of thing for work. Wait, when did you work? No, you worked at Jiffy Lube before we met, so I don't. That basically you've worked on cars your whole life. You had a couple other jobs though. What else did you do? Because you had, I know I can remember 2 other ones that you had.
Well, I worked at a delicatessen one summer.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay.
Stocking shelves and I worked at a boatyard for a little while. Grimy, dirty work. You would put the boats up in the air and then scrape the barnacles and fun stuff off the hull and then paint it. Just a gross, nasty job. Let's see that. Parts store.
Well, I can think of 2 others. 3 others.
Yeah, I worked at the dealership for a long, long time.
Well, beside the nursing home.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you worked at a nursing home.
Yeah, one summer at we call them rest homes when I was in my 20s, but it's a retirement home, and that was a tough thing to see.
Yeah.
People that spent their whole lives being productive and having families and everything, and then seeing how their day-to-day was and how they were treated. And
By the staff or?
Staff.
By the staff, okay.
I just couldn't work there. It was just too much.
Didn't she say too, like, just family wouldn't come and get their stuff and they would just like throw it away?
Yeah.
In the dumpster?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really sad. How long did you work there for?
Not long.
What were you doing?
In the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
It's a kitchen helper.
Yeah, that would be really hard. I don't know. I don't know how people do that.
Yeah, I had to take the trash out for the kitchen, and then you'd go to the dumpster, and there would be some poor person's entire life thrown away in a couple of boxes in the dumpster.
That's just
And you just look
really
at it, and you're like,
sad.
there's pictures of people, and you're like, well, that meant someone was important to them, and it just ended up in the garbage throwaway.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Probably why I forgot about it.
Oh, sorry. Leave me to bring up memories like that for
Worst
you.
job ever. It's just
That was your worst job? What's been your best job?
where I work now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Working for the city.
Working for the city. There should be a song.
There
Cool.
is.
Oh, no, working.
Proud Mary. In that song they say, working for the city.
Oh, okay, and Proud
on
Mary.
that end day.
Oh, all right. Cool. I like that song. So what are some of your hobbies that what do you like to do when you're not at work and, you have free time? Besides diamond painting, what do you do?
I thought I made it clear. I'm just the intern. I'm the technical support.
He doesn't diamond paint, by the way, so.
Somebody forced me to place diamonds on the canvas.
I did. I had him try at least once.
I like to tinker, fix things, remodel, everything from cars to houses to, we just picked up a new camp trailer.
We sure did.
So I like to get things for a very reasonable price and make them work well, make them function and be neat and
yeah.
I probably have every hand tool known to man, for at least 3/4 of it.
Martha Stewart would be very proud, not of the state of the garage, but at your tools.
Yeah, I know where everything is.
Because she says, what does she say? You have to have the right tool for every job, or there is a right tool for every job, or there's she says something like that. But yeah, you definitely have
the right tool for the job makes all the difference.
You
and she's right.
Have so many tools.
She's right though. Have to hand it to Martha Stewart.
Yeah, but you do a lot of you do that too, but you do a lot of remodels and yeah, we've had a lot going on. We had your car, and then we went and got that trailer that is gonna need some work, and then Brendan found a hole in our ceiling in the dining room.
I got a tool for that too.
You're gonna have to fix that now. You're gonna have to fix that.
Easy peasy.
We have a leak going on in our upstairs bathroom, and it has come down through the ceiling into our dining room. We didn't even see it. And when the kids were over, Brennan was like, you guys, what is this?
It's very small.
Yeah, but like all of the drywall needs to be removed. We have a, what kind of ceiling would you call that in the dining room? Because it's not a flat ceiling. What do you call an alcove ceiling?
Yeah, it's sort of vaulted, and then it has like a oval shape where it's raised about 3.5 inches.
Yeah, so
it's
like
inset.
Yeah, it's like you have the ceiling, but then you have like
it's like an alcove.
Yeah, like an inset. So that's where this is coming from. So I've wanted a new toilet for a really long time. I'm gonna finally get what I want.
You sabotaged it to get a new toilet.
The toilets are so old in this house. This house was built in, when was this house built?
94.
94. So, yeah, everything's just like from 1994. You know, like the kitchen and everything. Well, the kitchen's pretty modern for 1994.
That's because we changed all the appliances.
Well, yeah, that's well, okay.
Stainless, baby.
But I mean, like the countertops, like granite and stuff. For them to have done granite and the cabinets and stuff, it's pretty modern. I don't like the way that the cabinets are, but I don't like how they have that
that design.
Yeah, the router design on it.
Yeah, they're oak.
Speaking of kitchens, you like to cook.
Yep.
A lot. You like to cook a lot. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Well, lately it's been rice and beans.
Doesn't that sound horrible?
It does. It sounds very rudimentary and plain.
It does.
It's just like
I think when people hear rice and beans, literally it makes them want to gag because they picture
ew.
Literal like boiled beans and rice with no spices or anything, and it's just rice and beans. It sounds like we live in a cardboard box. You know, when you say rice and beans, we're gonna have rice and beans for dinner.
Well, you know.
But that's not what it means though for us.
Well, yeah, beans and rice is basically a complete protein.
It is.
And it's when we say beans and rice, it's just the starting block of a meal.
Yeah.
And then we add, you know, vegetables, tons of different seasonings.
No, but really, is that your favorite thing to cook? I know you love to do like burgers and stuff.
I was gonna say steak.
Steak. Yeah. When was the last time you had a steak?
It's been a while. Everything is so expensive.
Yeah.
Gotta thank Bidenomics.
I've heard that like specific, because our favorite
ribeye.
Yeah, was ribeye. We used to get ribeye, and I heard that that's pretty expensive. So, but what's your favorite thing to cook? Like, cause like as a dish.
Probably pork ribs.
Pork ribs. You do really good pork ribs.
And once I discovered the secret, yeah.
Do you want to tell people the secret, or do you want to keep it a secret? Because other people might want to do it.
Well, I discovered, you know, if you have a fancy barbecue where you can maintain the heat for 4 to 6 hours, hey, that's great. I don't have one of those, so I discovered that a lot of people start with a rack of ribs and they put them in the pressure cooker. We have a instant pot. So what I'll do is prepare the ribs, and I'll pick a dry rub. Everybody's got their own version. Pick a good dry rub, and then you might have to cut the ribs into 2 sections or 3 sections, but coat the ribs on both sides with your favorite spice rub, and then you put limeade in the pressure cooker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, instead of lemonade, it's limeade. You
put
can just
limeade
get it
in
in the frozen juice
Mhm.
section.
And you put that in there, and the lime seems to help break down the tissues in the ribs, so they're more tender, and it gives it a tangy base. It's not overpowering, you know, and you can.
It's not. It's so good.
You can probably do a rack of ribs, I think, and you can do it for just under an hour.
In the Instant Pot?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I think it's about 50-55 minutes. And then you finish them on the barbecue. Get the barbecue hot, and then apply your favorite barbecue sauce. And so basically within, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, you've got ribs that just fall off the bone and taste excellent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, limeade. Steam them with limeade.
That's one thing I think I miss. That and steak are probably, and cheese. I miss cheese. Honestly.
Cheese platter.
Yeah, we used
charcuterie board.
Yeah, we used to flip and get one of those and go to town with crackers and salami and cheese and wine and.
Well, eating, changing your food habits and lifestyle, is good for you in a lot of ways, and
yeah,
keeps me under 200 pounds.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're well under 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How tall are you?
5'8".
5'8". We're both the same height.
Mm-hmm.
Is it weird to have a wife that's the same height as you?
No.
Is it just because you've never known any different?
I've always liked Amazons.
It's just like we're the exact same height.
I'll still whip your butt, though.
That's so funny.
I mean, to each their own.
Yeah.
Somebody
yeah, you're way stronger than me.
Somebody might prefer someone that's 5'2". Hey, whatever works.
Well, like Brendan's 6'1", and I don't know how tall Carrie is. I know she's shorter than me, but I don't know. She's probably average height.
Right.
I'm sorry that I keep yawning.
Ribs. That's why I got a Dr. Pepper. It's got caffeine in it. I got you something.
Does this have caffeine in it? Okay, so he got me this. Here, I'll scroll out here. This is what I get. Rockstar Zero Carb. I didn't think it had any calories in it, but it does. It has 25 calories, but it's
my God. Give it to me.
It's for the whole can though. So yeah, this is like a special treat for me. Today is Columbus Day. So he's not at work, so we're having treats. He's having a Dr. Pepper and I'm having this.
Hey, I got my car up and running, so we deserve a little. Yay!
Yeah, it's really good too. That's really good. So every summer we try to go camping. Speaking of the trailer, that's why we got it. But oh, I'm sorry. Were you done talking about your cooking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much ribs.
Okay, ribs, not beef ribs.
No, pork ribs.
You don't like beef ribs?
They're okay.
Pork ribs.
Mm-hmm.
I know Kelsey doesn't like beef ribs.
No, I'd rather have a steak or a hamburger than beef ribs, put it that way. I'll eat them, but it's just not my favorite.
So we go camping all over the place. I wouldn't say all over the place because like we pretty much just do it in state.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, there are so many places to camp in Washington. Oh my gosh. Washington has got to be one of the most beautiful cities or states.
There's a million places.
I honestly think that Washington is one of the most beautiful states in the United States. As for its beauty.
Scenic beauty.
Yeah, for its scenic,
sure.
Yeah. and for camping and hiking and
I
all that
love
kind
it.
of stuff. Like if you like the outdoors,
This is the place to be.
yeah, for sure.
So you get
Definitely.
everything's here. Ocean, mountains, desert.
It's not like there's other states that don't have that, but for some reason, and I don't know if it's because of all the rain or what, but it's like it's so beautiful here. The most of the beaches are really rugged. You know, there's a lot that aren't, but where's your favorite place to go camping that we've gone camping? Or you can even say when you were a kid, because yeah,
That's
talk
what I
about
was
that a
thinking.
little bit, because
I was thinking when I was a kid,
yeah, talk about
it
that.
was like I don't know, 12 or something. My grandparents used to go camping all the time, so I spent a lot of time in the summers with them, and we would go fishing and camping. And one of the coolest places was Yellowstone, because they've got the geysers, the pools, the animals, you know, everything's there. Hi, Coco.
She was just in the camera.
It's probably Yellowstone, just because it's in a different state, and there's, you know, you don't see the pools and the geysers and stuff anywhere else. Herds of, you know, elk and deer and bears, and
I really want to go there someday.
oh yeah, for sure. But it's there's so many places in our state. It's difficult to pick. Oh well, that's my favorite, because there's so many.
Well, I tell you where I don't like going camping, and that's in Eastern Washington. I don't.
You gotta go over there in the spring before it turns into 180 degrees.
Yeah, so Eastern Washington, so there's Western Washington and Eastern Washington, and we're separated by the Cascade Mountains. And Eastern Washington is, what, 90% desert? Is there even anything that's not desert over there? Yeah, I guess because like
There's some
that's not. But
it's dry
yeah, it's really dry, and it gets really, really hot over there.
and really, really cold.
Yeah, and really, really cold. It's such a contrast to Western Washington. Completely different. So Yellowstone was your favorite place? I like your stories of getting up early when you guys were camping and getting in the boat.
Oh, fishing, yeah. Get up when it's still dark. Hobble over to the boat. Grandparents had their thermos of coffee and their cigarettes. Off into the boat as the sun's coming up, and then, you know, you got to see a lot of beautiful sunrises, and the water's calm in the morning. And but as a kid, you're like, I'm hungry.
You were really hungry when you were a kid, though.
I'm hungry. I'm always hungry.
That actually hasn't changed. You are literally always hungry. Do you have tapeworms? Maybe you've had tapeworms your whole life.
Grandma called me a bottomless pit.
You literally are.
I like my food.
They wouldn't bring any snacks or anything in the boat.
No.
How old would they have been? Like in their 40s, 50s?
50s.
You'd think they would know to bring snacks for you.
Oh, there was snacks. Black coffee.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
The coffee smelled so good, but when I was a kid, it did not taste like it smells.
When did you start drinking coffee?
Oh, geez, not till mid-20s.
Well, I think it was because of me.
It was.
I think I got you into drinking coffee.
Well, being in the Northwest, you know, the Seattle area, it's a coffee stand on every corner. Now it's just ridiculous, but yeah. Coffee.
Yeah, I don't know actually how you stayed out of the coffee scene for so long. I honestly don't.
When I was younger, it just didn't taste good.
I started drinking coffee when I was 10. My first coffee was an espresso at the original Starbucks at Pike Place Market, which I heard is shutting down now because of all the crime.
No. Seattle's perfectly fine.
Apparently Batman can't read the signal that the mayor is putting out. Actually, the mayor probably wouldn't even put out a signal for Batman, but
Gotham.
yeah.
That's a whole other subject.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So switching subjects. There's a lot of talk about AI, especially in the diamond painting community. There's a lot of AI images being generated and stuff like that. And I don't have a problem with it, but some people do. And that's not what I'm here to talk about. But I'm bringing that up because AI has kind of become part of our, it is becoming part.
Oh, you look up something on Google and first thing that pops up is the AI generated.
Right.
Which I immediately skip.
Right. So like, for example, if you were to go on Quora or Reddit, there's an AI that'll actually give you an answer, and it literally kind of like types it out as you're reading it. It's kind of creepy, and it's really weird. And also, a lot of videos on YouTube, I'm sure you know this, are narrated, by an AI, but sometimes you can't even tell it's an AI. It actually really sounds. It really sounds like a person.
Most of the time, I feel like you can hear it because they miss the correct inflection at the correct time.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they do. But
and they mispronounce words.
Do you think that AI is going to help us or hurt us overall?
I'd say it's going to hinder. Because I don't think it's ready for prime time. Somebody wanted to get their new cool toy out there in the market. I think it needs a lot more time and research, which it sounds like it'll learn itself. But just like with anything that has a lot of influence and power, sadly, I think it'll get in the way of AI being a positive thing in our corporations and people that may use said tool for the wrong intention.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's always that. There's always going to be that going on. I keep hitting this. Sorry, guys.
But personally, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I really think products, services need a lot more research before they hit the market. And it just seems like in recent times, things come to market, in my opinion, too quickly without enough research.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just kind of throw it at us. Oh, look what we found. Yeah, because, I don't know, it just seems like within the last...
I'm anti-AI at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it kind of scares me. AI kind of scares me. I always have that whole Skynet thing in my mind, you know, about AI. I really do. Like, I really have, like, this Skynet mentality of AI where it's just, like, it's just going to, like, I don't know, like, a system's going to come online or something all of a sudden and, like, take all of our bank accounts, or not even that, just, like, lock us out of...
Well, some people already feel like we're living in the Matrix, and AI is just going to help.
Well, we are, didn't you know?
AI is just going to help propagate that.
The red pill people will be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Drop down in the comments if you're red pilled or not. If you were going to retire in a different country, well, first of all, would you ever do that?
Yeah.
You would retire in a different country?
It's entirely possible.
You would leave the United States of America?
Maybe.
What country would it be?
Norway, Sweden, Italy.
Oh. Dang. You said that actually pretty quick.
Well, I thought I read the notes beforehand. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but you said it like really cool. Like, I'm surprised that you would leave the United States of America. Would you become a citizen of that country, or would you keep your American...
I'd keep my American citizenship for sure.
Yeah. Dude, I'm such a red-blooded American.
Well,
I don't know.
I love it here and don't want to leave here, but yeah, there's a lot going on that makes you question things and think of options and well, what if?
Yeah, exactly. So. I hear you. I hear you. Okay. Have you ever been anywhere that you thought was haunted?
Yeah. When we went
I want the full story. I
Oh,
want the.
you were there.
Oh my gosh! I know what you're gonna talk about.
Uh-huh.
You guys, this literally is true, and I'll let you tell a story.
You tell the story. You tell stories better than I do.
Honey, no, this is about getting to know you. This is all about you getting to know you.
It was that house that we looked at with our real estate agent.
Yeah, start from the beginning.
So we were house hunting before we ended up here. Looking for a house. Wanted a little bit of property and didn't want, neighbor on top of neighbor. We lived in a development for a short time and just not our cup of tea. So we're looking to move out of the development. And we're like, oh, there's a house. It's very close to where we are now. And it was down a long dirt road right at the end. And it was a recently built house. I don't know if the current owner had built it, but it had a nice wraparound porch and lots of, on the outside, great woodwork.
God, remember the living room?
Yeah.
And the kitchen?
The living room had vaulted ceilings, went all the way up to the second story, and it had a stone masonry fireplace. It's like a big centerpiece, and chef's kitchen right there. Very nice, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wow, somebody did a lot of homework, and everything was built well and beautiful.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
we came to look at the house, so the people that were living in the house currently had to pack up, and we actually drove by them on the way in. There was a Suburban parked on the side of the road, and that was the family that owned the home. And so we go in there, and it's quiet and everything, which I like peace and quiet, but this was quiet, beautiful setting in the woods. I'm like, it felt like somebody was there. We were alone in the house. It was just us, but it felt like somebody was there.
So it was you, me, Kathy, and Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
And all of us at the same time felt that presence.
Without going.
We didn't talk to each other.
No.
We all felt it all at once, and it was like a demon, like demonic.
I don't know what's going on in that house, but once you come to the center of the house with the fireplace and the vaulted ceiling and everything, you're just like, wow. But the overwhelming feeling of, it's like cold in here. It wasn't cold, but it felt cold. It felt like somebody else was there, and it just didn't set well.
It felt like we were being watched, and we were trying to look at the whole house.
We at times, we just stayed in that center room looking at the kitchen. We kind of looked around a little bit, but we all stayed basically huddled together in the middle of the room.
We did, and we got up the courage because Kathy's like, well, we might as well just look at the whole house while we're here.
Drove out there, da-da-da.
Right, because it was quite a ways. And we went down that hallway.
To the bedroom.
To the bedroom. And as we were walking down that hallway, the presence just got greater and greater. And there was like a weird drawing.
Yeah.
Was it on the door of the bedroom, or because the bedroom door was closed?
It looked like a kid's room, and on the wall was like a crayon drawing, and it was, I don't know what it was. It was weird.
Yeah, it was a disturbing picture.
In combination of seeing that weird picture and the feeling that we're all experiencing, we all just stayed together.
We literally we were holding hands. My real estate agent was holding my hand, and when we walked down that hallway, I just remember we got to the door and we went to open the door and we were like, nope, let's go. And we all just took off out of that house. And when we were outside, Kathy's car was almost out of gas. And she was so scared. She asked me to ride with her because she was like, I feel like I don't want anything to be attached to me. She goes, from this house, I don't want anything to like follow me from this house. I want you to ride with me. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'll ride with you. We were absolutely fucking terrified. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God, I've never sworn on my channel before. Sorry.
Well, it's that lets you in on a secret that experience was
Even talking about it, she knows. She
and
sense
as a
it.
man, I don't believe in that kind of stuff. But I tell you what, when you're there and you're with your family, and we've known Kathy, our real estate agent, for years. She's always found us the house that we're looking for. And
Oh yeah.
just an easygoing person, and you know, always takes care of your needs. And we were all just like, let's go.
Yeah, it was that.
Looking at the house from the outside and the pictures we'd seen online, we're like, yeah, that looks really good. And then we got in there and we're like, no, let's leave.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was priced good. It was at the end of the road,
yeah,
and it had potential. Just like, no. You could give me the house. I'm not moving in.
yeah. There would have been no way that we would have ever lived
I don't
there.
know what was up, but
No,
there was something.
there was definitely something in the house, and I don't know what it was. I don't know like how to like categorize what it was.
The house did not invite you in. It was not a warm, friendly feeling.
Yeah.
You know, you look at enough houses,
Sorry.
and you're like, you walk into the one, and it just feels warm and cozy and homey.
Mm-hmm.
This felt like, get out.
Oh yeah, you could pretty much. I'm convinced that if you were there long enough, you would definitely hear voices, and things probably moved around in that house for sure. For sure.
Again, I don't really believe in that stuff, but
Right.
there was some bad juju, whatever.
Yeah, for sure. And it was dark. It was a dark presence. It wasn't like, oh, there's a poltergeist. No. Mm-mm.
So if you ever go somewhere and your gut is screaming at you, leave.
Yeah.
And you feel this like a cloak of darkness, or hard to describe.
Yeah, we're not religious or anything. So we're not like,
not
we're
cool
not, no,
anyway.
this was definitely, and there's no way, the thing is there's no way the four of us would, like, we all had the same, it wasn't like you felt weird or I felt weird. We all felt the same
all
thing.
excited to go check it out. All happy and,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this looks really nice.
We were in a
and
really good
pictures are
mood.
amazing. And
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you walk in,
Yeah, if you went, it was weird because if you went to either side, so there was like two sides to the house. So the living room and the kitchen were in the middle of the house, kind of. And then like if you went to the right, there were bedrooms. And if you went to the left, there was a hallway with bedrooms. And it was like, we almost didn't want to like get out of that center part of the house.
Felt okay in the center.
Yeah, it was like, stay here. Like, don't go either way.
It's a real shame too, because it was whoever built the house did a lot of thinking, and this will look good here in the fireplace, the great room.
Well, I feel bad for whoever bought that house. I hope that they're okay, because like that's just.
I remember talking about, well, why are these people selling it?
Mm-hmm. Did we know?
No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, there was something odd.
Have you guys ever experienced being somewhere where you thought that this place is haunted? Have you ever had that feeling or experience? Put it down in the comments. Let me know your story, because I love stuff like that. I mean, I don't love it when I'm in it, because I'll tell you at that moment, that was so scary. I wanted to get the hell out of there as fast as I could. I did not want to be in that house, but I like hearing people's experiences of like, you know, did you grow up and experience something paranormal? Or I'm so interested in that kind of stuff. you know.
It's ensuing time in my life when I felt anything remotely resembling that. You've gone over to somebody's house before and you're like, there might be something you don't like about the house, or you don't like them, but nothing at all compared to whatever was in the house.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely forgot about that, actually.
Well, I saw the notes about
I gave him
ghosts and
notes
stuff,
so
and
that he
I'm
would be
like,
prepared for the questions. Yeah, I totally had forgotten about that.
How could you forget about that?
I don't know. I just blocked it
like
out
you
of my
think
head.
about it all
Well,
the time,
no,
but-
that's the thing. I don't. But I mean, yeah, I had completely forgotten about that. Oh, that was really bad. What's your favorite movie? Well, wait. What are your favorite kinds of movies? What genre of movies do you like to watch the most of?
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
I like sci-fi, drama.
You like drama? Explain yourself. What do you mean?
Well, you know, where there's something going on in the movie and like a detective kind of thing. They're trying to get to the bottom of it, and strong emotions and
Oh, okay, not like chick flicks.
no, not that kind of drama.
I'm like, when you say drama, I don't know why my
No.
brain went there, but I'm like, what?
Chick flick is when you go paint the garage for the 105th time.
Here's Coco. Say hi, Coco. So you like sci-fi, you like drama
Action.
and action movies. So like, what would your, okay, because I know it's hard to pick a favorite movie.
There's
So,
too many.
okay, so like sci-fi, like, give me like a couple of examples of what some of your favorites would be for sci-fi.
Alien.
Oh, hands down.
You know, the original series of Star Wars before they got
Episode 4, 5, and 6. Yeah.
before Disney moved in.
Yes. You don't like Jar Jar Binks.
No.
Nobody likes him, so don't worry about that.
Funny thing is, Disney, when I was growing up, I loved Disney.
Me too.
All their movies and stuff.
Me
And then,
too.
I don't know. I changed. I'd say that Disney changed because they used to be wholesome and entertaining, and you could plop your kid down in front of anything Disney and not worry about inappropriate content.
Yeah. I mean, our kids flippin' love Disney.
When did things change with Disney?
I don't know when they changed. Because, well, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, you guys, I'm moving you a little bit because I'm trying to figure out what symbol I'm doing next. Yeah, Disney ruined Star Wars for me.
Yeah.
But so that's a sci-fi. So aliens and or sorry, not aliens, but well you like the Alien series though, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't like the one with Winona Ryder in it, right?
They'd kind of
Resurrection, I think is what it was.
They'd gone downhill.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same.
I like Aliens, and the third Alien,
Third one
where
was on
she's in
Prison Planet.
Yeah, on the
that
prison
was
planet.
still good.
I like those three. All right, so what would be your favorite action movie then? Wait, you said sci-fi, drama, and action.
So Star Wars, Alien. You know, I like the original. Here we go again with Disney. Indiana Jones.
Yeah, all of those movies
All
are
of them.
really
The
good.
First, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade. The original ones are just like, when I think adventure, that's what I think of. That type of movie.
You mean drama?
Wouldn't that be an adventure movie?
I think it's action, but I don't know. Yeah, adventure action. You could do both.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old. Hollywood's changed. Disney's changed.
No, you're not getting old.
most of the
Everybody thinks
movies
that.
are
Everybody
just
thinks that.
Crap.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I'm not really in touch with like movies anymore.
No.
So like I don't even know like what's Wait, I'm lying. There's that one. It's called Mickey 17. It's what's that guy's name that played Edward in Twilight?
Yep. Pasty white guy.
Yeah, he's in it, and it's like this. It's a sci-fi movie. You would probably really like it.
The Twilight movies they were pretty good.
I liked them.
Mm-hmm.
I liked them.
The Harry Potter movies.
Yes, I liked
Those were
it.
good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like those.
Today's movies just don't have substance to them.
Yeah.
They're just money makers.
Yeah, I like well, everybody knows I like The Joker. I keep saying that over and over, but it's true. I do like that movie a lot. I like disturbing movies. I like horror a lot. Like anything that has to do with horror.
The Shining.
I love that movie.
The Exorcist.
Yeah, that movie's okay. I don't know. Yeah, that movie's all right. You know, the movie, we were talking about this just a little bit ago, but the movie that I want to watch again is Rosemary's Baby. Because I saw that like decades ago.
Mm-hmm.
Decades ago. And I kind of don't really remember. I mean, I remember it, but I don't remember the nuances of it, you know? And I kind of want to see how bad the movie is because it's probably a really, like, stupid movie. But,
yeah, I tend to like movies where there isn't a ton of jump scares and CGI.
Well,
because it makes your mind imagine
what
the scary thing is.
I totally agree. And my favorite movie for that, my perfect example of a movie like that is called The Others, and it's with Nicole Kidman. And if you guys have not seen that movie, I highly, highly recommend that you look it up. You can probably get it off Amazon Prime or Netflix has it, I'm sure. It's called The Others with Nicole Kidman, and it is one of the best. The problem with movies like that is you can only watch it once.
You're right.
Because once you've seen it, then you know what's going on. But it's such a good movie.
What is going on here?
Yeah.
What?
I like, and you know I don't like Tom Cruise, but I love the Top Gun movies.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the new one that came out, Maverick or whatever. I really liked that one. But obviously Top Gun was the best. So, and then I liked Live, Die, Repeat. That was a really good one.
That was good.
I liked A Quiet Place. That's a scary movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really scary.
Even with like monsters, I like stuff like that. But okay, we better get going on these. We're almost done. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue.
No.
It's like you're gonna puke it out.
Robin's egg blue.
That was a good movie too. We should have mentioned that. We like funny movies.
Mm-hmm.
The Holy Grail, Blazing Saddles.
Right.
We like all those movies.
I was going to talk about Blazing Saddles.
Well, we don't have to talk about it. We can say Blazing Saddles. We can say Blazing Saddles on YouTube.
Mango like candy.
Yeah, mango like candy. Blue. Blue is your favorite color?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Blue like the sky.
Blue like the sky. So light blue. You like light blue.
I like blue. Doesn't have to be light or dark.
Oh, okay. Just any shade of blue?
Yeah.
When you're having a bad day, what helps you turn it around? And you're really good at this. I feel like you went to like some type of class to learn how to like turn your bad days around. Turn that frown upside down. I feel like that's you. I don't know.
Well, thank you.
What do you do? What's your secret?
My secret is, when you're having a bad day and things are not going right or the way you expect them to, in some way makes you feel down or whatever, you know, you gotta stop for a minute and you gotta think about what you have. What do you have in your life? Do you have someone you love? Do you have someone that loves you? Do you have children that love you? You love your children? You just got to think of what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And don't just spend a second thinking about what you have, but really stop. And that'll help you, hopefully, from, you know, feeling down, because you have to put that feeling of down aside and really think about what you have that's positive in your life. What do you have?
So count your blessings, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Count your blessings.
Be thankful for what you have.
Be thankful for what you have. So just kind
because it could always be worse.
Right. So it's like being grateful, having gratitude.
Yeah. Because you know, you might be having the worst day ever, but guess what? Tomorrow's a new day.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And whatever that thing was, the jerk that cut you off, or whatever it was, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a passing thing that, before you know it, you'll forget about it, and it won't have a long-term effect. Just think about the positive things. What you have.
Right.
You got your health, your family.
Mm-hmm.
Life is good.
Health is a big one, I think. I think that probably is, you know, is a big one, is having good health. And there's...
Count your blessings.
Yeah. Count your blessings. So, it's so... But the thing is you make it seem so easy, because it's so hard.
I was about to say that it's not necessarily easy. It takes a conscious effort, and you have to train yourself. It's so easy for us as human beings to think of the negative, you know. You sit down with your friend or family member and you start talking about, you know, Aunt Edith or whoever in the family that you can't stand. You'll realize how easy it is to be negative and talk about.
Oh, absolutely.
Aunt Edith, and before you know it, you spend an hour talking about that person that no one can stand. Everybody knows that no one else can stand them, so it's why give it the energy? Why give it the attention?
Right.
It's more difficult at that time to think about positive things in your life.
Well, and I think there's something to be said too for almost like this fed drama that people almost need in their life. And I don't know where that comes from. It comes from something that's empty inside of us. I don't know.
Thing. Must be.
It must be. You know, it must be, because it's so easy to talk negatively about people instead of building them up. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm constantly making a point of every day of, you know, I don't have much of a life, so it's like usually on Facebook on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, I'm constantly trying to like build somebody up or say something kind or nice to them, you know, and I mean it. I do mean it, but I purposely go out of my way to try to do that. Just it feels good to do that, and it's a life sucker. It's a life sucker to have all that negativity.
It is
going on.
It takes up a lot of time and energy,
and it just frustrates you too, and that can affect your health. It's like this vicious cycle.
And
so
usually with those negative thoughts, there's no straightforward, clear path of how to deal with it and how to get out of it. So it's just you're chasing your tail. It's
that whirlpool effect. And that's the thing too, right? It's like most of the time when you're talking about people like that, it's out of your control anyway. So there's nothing you can really do about it. But
talk about it for a little bit, then file it.
Well, kind of like get it off your chest if it's something that's bothering you.
Absolutely.
But and then try to move on. What's something that you wish that you were better at?
Well, I'm good at everything.
So true, honey.
I'm not great but I'm good. See that there's that trap again. That negativity trap.
No, this isn't a negativity trap. This is just a, what do you wish you were better at? That's not negative. That's just like striving to be better, actually.
I wish I was better at managing money, investing, making my money work for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I bet most people wish that. I bet that's a pretty common...
It might be.
Common wish, you know? I wish I was better at it too, because like I don't know what I'm doing.
More understanding. Then you could, ultimately provide for your family, in the coming years.
More diamond paintings.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we have passed the hour mark. So I'm going
that
to...
went really fast.
Yeah, I'm going to try to cut us off. But I want to ask you if there's anything else that you feel that I should have asked you for the people out there for introducing yourself, something that I might have missed that you're like, why didn't you say this about me? Because like, or why didn't you ask me this? Because this is a huge part of my personality, or,
No, this is a brand new thing, so
yeah,
it's a learning curve.
We'll probably get to it in another episode.
Exactly. So for now, this being the test pilot, the first one.
Yeah.
I'd say you covered the bases, so.
I think we did.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, if there's anything that you feel that I didn't ask Mr. Peters, you can call him Honey, you can call him Adam, you can call him Mr. Peters.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you can say hey, you. If there's anything that you guys want to know about him that I didn't ask, you can leave it down in the comments. We're going to be doing this series. Like I said, I'm not sure on the schedule yet, but I'm going to entitle it Fridays with Us, unless I change my mind. But for right now, it's going to be Fridays with Us. And yeah, it will be posted on Fridays, either once a month or twice a month. And it'll either be with, well, it'll definitely be with me and somebody else. So it'll mostly be with my husband, but sometimes it'll be with other people too. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. Is there anything else you'd like to say in parting?
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, you guys.
See you soon.
See you soon. Loves.